Hi, my name is Derek Mcarthur, and welcome to my visual slide presentation and voiceover. This presentation will hopefully give you a good introduction to who I am, some of my personal background, how I define conflict, some conflict examples that come mainly from my professional career, and my conclusion and outlook of where I see myself going and growing in this particular course. As stated, my name is Derek Mcarthur, and I'm the Regional Director of United Food and Commercial Workers, or UFCW, Local 175 and 633 in Ontario. I recently moved from Ottawa to just north of Toronto to the small town of New Tecumseh. The purpose of this move was to take a new position with the union at the provincial head office. Prior to my new position in the Mississauga office, my area of responsibility and my job description was the same. However, I was responsible for a different geographic region in Ontario, namely Northern Ontario. I had 4 representatives that directly reported to me and a satellite office that covered from Timmins to Cochrane to New Liskeard, Sault Ste. Marie, Sudbury, North Bay, and the Muskoka area. So for those of you from Ontario, I'm sure you can appreciate the sheer distance that we were covering with members located in all those various cities. I've been involved with the union for over 17 years in various roles, such as union organizer, general business agent, moving through to positions such as International Vice President, Canadian Director, and Joint Council President of the Retail, Wholesale, and Department Store Union, or RWDSU. In 2012, the officers and members of the RWDSU made the strategic decision to merge the RWDSU 11 locals into UFCW Local 175, creating a mega local with a membership of over 78,000 members in the province. Naturally, the merger of the RWDSU into the UFCW was an enormous undertaking and generated a great deal of conflict amongst the executives and international officers of the RWDSU. Some of my background information: in 1989, I joined the Canadian Armed Forces Army Reserve as an infantry soldier with the 2nd Battalion, the Irish Regiment of Canada in Sudbury, Ontario. I took a small break in service while I attended college, and I have now completed 18 years of service with the Canadian Forces. I've attended many military courses throughout my career, including leadership courses, that have made a real and lasting impact on who I am today. Some of the duties that I've been assigned in the military setting are Infantry Section 2IC, or Second in Command, Enemy Force Commander, Swing Non-Commissioned Officer for the BMQ course, Basic Military Qualification, Company Quartermaster, and Weapons Detachment Commander. Moving into my education background, I have a diploma in Human Resources from Confederation College, a diploma in Human Resource Management from Confederation College. I'm a graduate of Royal Road University with a BA in Justice Studies, and throughout my career with my employer, I've completed the following certificates: a Certificate of Industrial Relations, a Certificate in Organizational Development Fundamentals, and Developing Organizational Capacity, all at the Queen's IRC Centre in Kingston, Ontario. Motivations and expectations. I'm currently enrolled in the Masters of Interdisciplinary Studies at Royal Roads University. When looking at the courses offered at Royal Roads, I was torn between the MA in Leadership and the MACAM program. Both areas of study would assist me in providing the best possible representation to the members I serve. I felt that the MAIS would provide me with the opportunity to explore both areas, leadership and peace and conflict management, as they both have very significant meaning in the type of work I do. I feel that I can take both these programs and disciplines and integrate them together and get a well-rounded course of study. I've attended a number of conflict training programs, such as dealing with difficult people and having unpleasant conversations. However, most of my focus has been in the area of mediation. I've conducted a number of mediations within my organization and have also extended some assistance to community groups that have been having difficulty within their own boards. I'm looking to broaden my knowledge of conflict and expand the way I view and leverage it. Conflict to me means several things, but what I really came to terms with when I was examining how I was going to discuss this in the presentation was, I think, and I find conflict a vital part of all relationships. Conflict forces each side to step outside their comfort zone and examine alternative ways to move forward. Conflict can be an important tool for strengthening a relationship and building trust. A conflict, when handled properly, can generate new ideas and opportunities that may have been overlooked or not explored. Conflict must be approached, however, with an eye to resolution and collaboration. If conflict is left unchecked, disastrous results can occur: the loss of talented employees, drop in morale and productivity, and in the unionized setting, a labor dispute. Conflict in the union setting. As with most relationships, conflict is inevitable. When the relationship is between a union and management, the relationship is at a heightened risk of ongoing conflict. There are a number of areas where conflict occurs in the unionized setting. Contract negotiations can be a difficult process, but most employers and unions bargain to achieve a collective agreement, not a dispute. Although bargaining can have challenging moments and create a tense and sometimes hostile environment, it is not the source of the most conflict in the unionized setting. Conflict in the workplace. The most conflict happens during the term of the collective agreement. Although the collective agreement is in place, disputes regularly arise as to the application and interpretation of the language contained in the collective agreement. The union and the employer can spend a lot of time and valuable resources arguing about what a particular article in the collective agreement means. A collective agreement has a dispute resolution mechanism built into them to provide a fast and efficient way to resolve disputes. Each party wants to avoid sending a dispute to a third party for decision, arbitration, and heated discussions are a regular occurrence. This is where conflict needs to be managed and managed well. Although I'm not moving through this entire program with this cohort, I look forward to working with you all during this course and the residency. I look forward to learning about conflict, how we can use the energy from conflict to generate new ideas, and how to manage conflict in a positive way. I'm really looking forward to working with you through this program and the residency and learning from your experiences and your personal successes and developing how we can all move forward with conflict in new ways and new understandings. Thanks, and see you all in a few months.